Okay. Tropic Thunder. Hell no. We had this conversation in 2016, in 2018, in 2019, and like right before the pandemic like really struck America. Twitter discourse was like, should we cancel our DJ? He was playing Blackface. How dumb can you get? Why would you support a man? Or just because he's cool and he plays Iron Man and he's part of the Avengers. You don't think that's a little racist? Look, what do you want? A deep dive? So here, I have decided to break apart from my normal thing, and we're going to do a small dive into quite literally why you shouldn't think what you're thinking, but you think it anyway. Therefore, now I have to train you out of that train of thought. Guys, holy shit. Okay, Blazing Saddles existed, right? If you don't know what that movie is, I'm not going to spoil it for you or any of the events of it, because I think it's like really, especially in this day and age, would probably really be shocking to you to see like somebody make a film like that. But it was a critique on Hollywood and more importantly America and how we view racial divides. And a huge part of it was like, we keep talking about equality for us, but then we stole land from other people who still live here, and we're like, here's a little box for you. So Blazing Saddles made fun of all the stereotypes, the way people think about black people was really, and the shit that white people do. And it was really funny. So years later, decades later, Tropic Thunder comes out. And Tropic Thunder kind of did the same fucking thing with one story in particular over all of them. And it was Robert Downey Jr. in blackface, if you want to call it that, but like he super tanned up, had all the makeup and everything. He looked like a black man. And he was supposed to be, so it's a film about a film that goes awry. If you haven't seen Tropic Thunder, I literally don't understand how. And throughout the film, his casting is specifically a reference to the satirical nature of white people thinking they can get away with playing other races in stories that don't even align with you can't cast a blue-eyed, blonde-haired woman as Cleopatra. You shouldn't cast a blue-eyed, blonde, white woman as like the king of Egypt, the queen of Egypt. Just make another film. Make another film, right? Okay, this is easy to understand. We're not struggling at all to grasp the meaning of what the subject matter is. So why would I spend my time making a video on a point that is pretty obvious if you watch the fucking film? Because somehow in 2021, the discourse has landed back onto this. So let's talk about this real quick.
Where the hell are we?
Danquik River.
Yes, sir? How do you know that? Are you sure?
Only one way to find out, dude. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm not feeling so good right now. Seriously, my skin hurts.
Nuts from the peanut gallery. Into the water, ladies.
No, man. Let me take a look at that map right quick.
Why is everybody all obsessed with the map?
Because we're tired of being the trail donkeys, acting like you some one-man GPS. God damn it! We lost. We fucking super lost, man. Tell them, McCluskey. Tell them what time it is.
I don't believe you people.
Huh? What do you mean, you people?
What do you mean, you people?
Huh?
I think what Tug means is you people,
look at
you
his eyes,
actors,
man.
you people.
Look at that beady. Why are you talking to me?
I gotta get back to the answers.
Chill. All right? Just chill it. Now, let's go get those Viet Congs.
Viet Cong.
What?
It's Viet Cong. There's no S. It's already plural. You wouldn't say Chinese's.
Guys, get it? Is it clear? Let's replay it if you missed it.
People.
Huh?
I think. What do you mean, you people?
Huh?
The reason the director The reason why the actors literally had to sidetrack that conversation is because that's the wink, wink, nod, nod, the whole, you get it yet? Like, without, that's such an overbearing fucking point that they're trying to make. What do you mean, you people? Why do you have fake outrage? You're not black, because Hollywood literally will cast white people as black people. Hollywood will cast white people as Asian people, as Punjabi people, as Bangladeshis, like, holy, as Latinos. Why do you think they chose, like, okay, film school. Let's go to film school for 5 seconds. Why do you think they chose him in the front of the frame and him in a smaller part of the frame in the back, but had him looming over him? The subject matter is how dumb he is, how confused he is, that he literally is acting like a black man off the film because of his blackface. He has absorbed into the role so hard that he doesn't know his actual skin color. Do you get it? And his white friend is as equal to him,
I think what...
but has a little bit more information on the top of his head, which is why he has the protective headgear and is also attempting to look down on him, but is happening to look behind him because he is the voice of reason, separating the black man who is powerless but strong from far away from the white man, which is up close in front, acting like he's a part of the struggle. Holy shit. Now, I know when you watch Tropic Thunder, you wouldn't think of like divulging into a scene that hard, but you don't have to because they literally spell it out in the fucking dialogue.
Jack means is...
Yeah, exactly. You know, there were times when I was doing Jack that I actually felt retarded, like really retarded. I mean,
The word, but
brushed my teeth retarded. I rode the bus retarded.
Damn.
In a weird...
why do you think this conversation started happening? Because he's trying to wake him up out of it, obviously. But the whole point is like, he knows the difference. Is that clear?
way I had to sort of just free myself up to believe that it was okay to be stupid or dumb.
To be a moron.
Yeah,
To be moronical.
exactly. To be a moron.
An imbecile.
Yeah.
Like the dumbest motherfucker that ever lived.
When I was playing the character.
When you was a character.
Yeah, I mean, as Jack, definitely.
Yeah. Jack. Stupid ass Jack. Trying to come back from that.
In a weird way, it was almost like I had to sort of fool my mind into believing that it wasn't retarded. And by the end of the whole thing, I was like, wait a minute, you know? I flushed so much out, how am I gonna jumpstart it up again? It's just like...
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
You was farting in bathtubs and laughing your ass off. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Simple Jack thought he was smart. Or rather, didn't think he was retarded, so he can't afford to play retarded, being a smart actor. Playing a guy who ain't smart but thinks he is, that's tricky.
Tricky.
It's like working with Mercury. It's high science, man. It's art form.
Yeah.
You an artist.
That's what we do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hats off for going there. Especially knowing how the Academy is about that shit.
Wait. About what?
You serious? You don't know. Everybody knows you never go full retard.
What do you mean?
Check it out. Dustin Hoffman, Rain Man, look retarded, act retarded. Not retarded. Count two picks, cheated cards. Autistic. Sure. Not retarded. You got Tom Hanks, Forrest Gump. Slow, yes, retarded maybe, braces on his legs, but he charmed the pants off next to him and won a ping pong competition. That ain't retarded. He was a goddamn war hero. Right. You know any retarded war heroes? You went full retard, man. Never go full retard. You don't buy that? Ask Sean Penn, 2001, I Am Sam. Remember? Went full retard. Went home empty-handed.
Okay, he didn't literally go home empty-handed, but like real world examples of he's not okay. Besides the word, because I know that's what most people are gonna focus on here. Besides the word, hello, McFly. What is he insinuating? You shouldn't play the role into the role. Does that make sense? if you have a role where your character is disabled, you have to, well, in the form of the movie, I don't want to say, these are my real opinions. In the form of the movie, the character may have been disabled mentally challenged, but they had accomplishments that people who watch films or people who live in the world would never consider to those people, which is both how do you not get that? Okay, sorry, I was trying to like dance around it because I was like, I don't want to say anything like offensive, because I know my language, but I have to literally work within the framework of discussing the movie. And there's no script, so I don't have time to like G-check myself. Anyway, the point of the movie, for him, the Blackface character, he went full into the role. He went full into it because he is the representation of what Hollywood would expect out of a black man. He's pointing out in satirical nature what actually exists to such a well-informing degree that you know his role is to be the guy you despise for the reason you despise him. He didn't do it out of some mystical choice. He didn't decide to talk to the director of Tropic Thunder and be like, yeah, I should also wear the black paint and like do things that are white, but I'm wearing the black paint and I shouldn't make fun of black people. Do you see like how he got offended at everything in the movie that was towards black people, but he never actually did anything offensive or made a caricature of a black person that was offensive unless it literally needed to be delivered like in the scene that we had just watched? Is that making sense to you? I don't know how to break this down any further for you. It's not blackface. You're not canceling Robert Downey Jr. Sorry, it's over for you. Game over. Take a L. Go home. Drink your matcha latte and leave me alone.